5 tips to quickly eliminate chest fat. Learn exactly how to get rid of chest fat based on science. Gynecomastia is a rare condition in which men develop breast tissue. Men often suffer from pseudo-gynecomastia rather than actual gynecomastia. In this case, you would need to lose body fat to get rid of your man boobs. The fat that sits on top of your chest can make you feel unattractive. This can lower your self-confidence and make it hard to find clothes that fit. Some medical conditions can lead to the development of breast tissue in men, such as gynecomastia. However, the truth is that many people who think they have gynecomastia actually suffer from pseudo-gynecomastia. There's a difference between the two. Gynecomastia refers to the growth of breast tissue in men, while pseudo-gynecomastia appears to be breast tissue, but is actually due to an excessively high body fat percentage. 1. Enter a caloric deficit. If you are overweight, here's tip number 1 to get out of the way immediately. Apply it if you are overweight or have excess body fat. You should first put yourself in a caloric deficit to get rid of this excess fat. This tip probably isn't a surprise. Fat loss can help with this issue in several ways, but most importantly, losing fat reduces your estrogen levels and boosts your testosterone, and reducing estrogen itself can help decrease the risk of gynecomastia. But as I mentioned, most men seeking advice have pseudo-gynecomastia, which can be entirely corrected with fat loss. However, even if you have gynecomastia, it's still very important to lose fat. This is because this condition often goes hand in hand with an excessively high body fat percentage. If you have real gynecomastia, in addition to losing body fat, you also need to work on reducing estrogen levels. In very severe cases, surgery may also be recommended by your doctor. But as I said, the good news is that it's often just an accumulation of excess body fat. 2. Follow a sustainable diet plan. In accordance with reducing your calories, the second tip is to make sure your new diet is sustainable. All too often, someone with excess body fat will rush to place a ton of restrictions in place. This includes drastically cutting calories and almost starving themselves. That doesn't work. You must understand that a diet only works if you can stick to it for a long time. That's why it's so important for you to ensure your diet is sustainable. 3. Avoid excessive food variety. Another simple dietary change that can help you burn more fat is to avoid excessive variety of foods in each of your meals. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand and agree that variety is the spice of life. In fact, it's good to have variety in your diet, as it allows you to consume a broader range of beneficial nutrients. With that said, if you're having several meals throughout the day, avoid filling your plate with different kinds of flavors. This actually increases calorie intake. Limiting variety in each meal and instead spreading it out throughout the day can help reduce calories effortlessly. 4. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. Another important dietary shift for those trying to burn fat, especially for those with gynecomastia, is to eat anti-inflammatory foods. The exact relationship between inflammation and weight loss isn't fully understood, but it's clear that reducing inflammation is an essential component of weight loss, just like diet and exercise. If you have gynecomastia, it can make the breast tissue swollen and sensitive. This is often caused by inflammation. The bottom line is, whether you have gynecomastia or simply too much body fat, consuming anti-inflammatory foods can help a lot. 5. Avoid foods with estrogenic activity, especially a lot of alcohol. Other foods you want to avoid are those that increase your estrogen levels. Examples of foods that can be estrogenic include licorice, trans fats, and excessive amounts of alcohol. Alcohol, in particular, has 2 negative effects when it comes to man boobs. First, most alcoholic beverages tend to be high in calories. This is especially true for beer, which has 144 calories per can. Therefore, the final takeaway is to try to control your alcohol intake. And if you do choose to drink, it's better to opt for liquor or wine over beer. Now, something to keep in mind. If you have excess fat around the chest, belly, arm, or hips, the number 1 tip remains to create a sustainable caloric deficit. And are you also bothered by chest fat? Do you have any other items to include in our list? Don't forget to contribute and help another friend in the comments. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting and wellness content. Stay healthy, stay happy,